Hi, I am your host, Sarah Burnshaw, and welcome to Group 17, Milestone 2, Implementation of our Secure Chat application. Let's start with Diffie-Hellman. It's a key exchange method that lets two people, Alice and Bob, agree on a shared secret even if someone is eavesdropping. Each side creates a private number and a public value using a modular exploitation. They exchange those public values, and after some quick math, both end up with the same shared secret key. What makes this secure is a discrete logarithm problem. It's easy to go one way, but almost impossible to reverse. Even if someone sees all the traffic, they can't compute the secret. When we use a new random keys every session, we get what's called forward secrecy, which means even if a key leaks later, past conversations remain private. Once Alice and Bob share that secret key, they can actually start communicating securely. This is where AES GCM comes in. It's an encryption engine that protects messages. AES stands for Advanced Encryption Standard, and GCM stands for Galileo Counter Mode. It provides both confidentiality and integrity, meaning it hides the message and also ensures it hasn't been changed. AES GCM uses the shared key and a random nonce to encrypt the message into ciphertext and produce a unique authentication tag. That tag ensures that if anyone modifies the data, the decryption fails. AES GCM is a very efficient and used everywhere in HTTPS, SSH, and encrypted messaging apps like Signal and WhatsApp. When we combine Diffie-Hellman and AES GCM, we get a complete secure communication setup. First, Diffie-Hellman handles the key exchange. Both sides agree on a shared secret without ever sending it. Then they use a key duration function like HKDF to turn that shared secret into an AES GCM session key. AES then encrypts and authenticates all the messages exchanged. This combination provides three main things: confidentiality, integrity, and forward secrecy. However, Diffie-Hellman and AES GCM alone don't prove who you're talking to. So they're still vulnerable to a man-in-the-middle attack unless authentication like a digital signature or pre-shared keys is added. With that authentication layer in place, the setup forms the foundation of the secure protocols we use every day, like TLS 1.3 and VPNs and Signal. Now I'll be walking you through a quick demo of how Firewall Friends, our secure application, works. To start the chat, the server side creates a listening socket using a given IP address and port number. The server will then listen on that port. You can think of it like opening a phone line, waiting for someone to call. Once the client has been established, a connection, both the server and the client perform a key exchange to agree on and an encryption key to be used for a secure messaging. When the keys have been exchanged, the Tinker GUI opens for the server and the client to start chatting. In this example, Bob is about to invite Katie to a surprise birthday party for their friend Mary. And we don't want that secret getting out. We want to keep this conversation private from anyone who could be listening. To make sure of that, the chat messages are automatically encrypted before leaving their devices, and only the intended recipient can decrypt them. Even if someone intercepts the data packets, all they see would be unreadable, scrambled text. Using the encryption method detailed earlier, all their messages will be hidden in the network traffic, keeping their conversation safe from anyone who could ruin the surprise. After Bob had completed his task of inviting Katie to the party, the conversation is over. Bob will exit the conversation and the system will notify the other chatter, Katie, that the connection was lost. That is how our application to chat with our friends securely using Firewall Friends. Thank you for watching.